When the world should be resting, when streets should be quiet and homes filled with peace, our city has been shaken by midnight flames. These fires, deliberately set, have left behind not only the wreckage of buildings, but also the heavy weight of fear and uncertainty. The silence of the culprit has made the danger feel even more haunting, leaving families to wonder who or what may be next. But in the glow of destruction, another light emerges, the strength of a community that refuses to crumble. Neighbors opening their doors to victims, businesses rallying to support one another, and first responders working tirelessly through the night all remind us that resilience is born from unity. The very fires meant to divide us have instead revealed the deep bonds that hold us together. Every blaze tests not only our safety but also our resolve. And each time, the people of this city show that while flames can burn buildings, they cannot burn away our spirit. The silence of the culprit may linger, but it is drowned out by the louder voice of courage, compassion, and determination. Midnight flames may have tested us, but they have also shown the world the strength of a city that refuses to be broken. The fires that erupted in the dead of night did more than destroy property. They struck at the very heart of family life. For many residents, the idea of home has always been synonymous with comfort, safety, and stability, but the sudden intrusion of smoke and flames has replaced that sense of sanctuary with fear and uncertainty. Families were jolted awake in the dark, forced to flee with little warning, carrying only what they could grasp in hurried hands. Some left with nothing but the clothes they were wearing, and the moments of panic, grabbing children, waking elderly relatives, rushing into the street, have left emotional scars that linger long after the fire was extinguished. Children, in particular, have been profoundly affected. Nights that should be filled with restful sleep are now haunted by anxiety, nightmares, and the constant fear that danger will return. Parents, too, wrestle with a heavy burden of helplessness, knowing that despite their best efforts, the safety of their loved ones was suddenly ripped away by forces beyond their control. The smell of smoke, the wail of sirens, and even the flicker of candlelight can trigger memories of that chaos, making it difficult for families to regain a sense of normalcy. Beyond the emotional toll, the practical consequences have been devastating. Entire households have been reduced to ashes. Furniture, photographs, personal belongings, the material threads of a lifetime all gone within minutes. Insurance battles, temporary shelters, and the struggle to rebuild weigh heavily on survivors already dealing with trauma. In some neighborhoods, multiple families have been displaced at once, compounding the sense of loss as entire communities grieve together. The fires did not simply consume wood and brick. They disrupted the essence of stability, shattering the places where life's most cherished moments once unfolded. The fires that erupted in the dead of night did more than destroy property. They struck at the very heart of family life. For many residents, the idea of home has always been synonymous with comfort, safety, and stability, but the sudden intrusion of smoke and flames has replaced that sense of sanctuary with fear and uncertainty. Families were jolted awake in the dark, forced to flee with little warning, carrying only what they could grasp in hurried hands. Some left with nothing but the clothes they were wearing, and the moments of panic, grabbing children, waking elderly relatives, rushing into the street, have left emotional scars that linger long after the fire was extinguished. Children, in particular, have been profoundly affected. Nights that should be filled with restful sleep are now haunted by anxiety, nightmares, and the constant fear that danger will return. Parents, too, wrestle with a heavy burden of helplessness, knowing that despite their best efforts, the safety of their loved ones was suddenly ripped away by forces beyond their control. The smell of smoke, the wail of sirens, and even the flicker of candlelight can trigger memories of that chaos, making it difficult for families to regain a sense of normalcy. Beyond the emotional toll, the practical consequences have been devastating. Entire households have been reduced to ashes. Furniture, photographs, personal belongings, the material threads of a lifetime all gone within minutes. Insurance battles, temporary shelters, and the struggle to rebuild weigh heavily on survivors already dealing with trauma. In some neighborhoods, multiple families have been displaced at once, compounding the sense of loss as entire communities grieve together. The fires did not simply consume wood and brick. They disrupted the essence of stability, shattering the places where life's most cherished moments once unfolded. The devastation of the fires did not stop at the threshold of family homes. It spread into the lifeblood of the city's economy, its small businesses. For countless shop owners, restaurants, and local enterprises, their businesses were more than just sources of income. They were the culmination of years of sacrifice, determination, and dreams painstakingly built brick by brick. In a matter of hours, flames reduced those dreams to rubble, leaving behind little more than scorched walls and the smell of ash. The sudden loss of inventory, equipment, and property has left many entrepreneurs not only heartbroken but financially crippled, unsure of how to begin again after seeing their life's work destroyed. Employees have suffered deeply as well. With businesses burned and operations halted, workers who depended on steady paychecks have been thrust into uncertainty, many facing the prospect of unemployment overnight. For some, these jobs supported families, covered medical bills, and paid for education. The fires didn't just take buildings. They took away stability, leaving households scrambling to make ends meet. In a time when communities rely on local businesses as anchors of identity and culture, their loss feels like a tear in the social fabric. Neighborhoods that once bustled with the hum of daily activity now sit in silence, storefronts boarded up, and windows blackened by soot. The absence of these businesses is more than economic. It erodes the sense of vibrancy and familiarity that defines community life. Where people once gathered to shop, eat, and connect, there now stands emptiness, a visual reminder of what has been lost. The destruction of local businesses creates ripple effects that extend far beyond individual owners, weakening the foundation of the entire community and deepening the scars left by the midnight flames. Uncovering the truth behind the midnight fires has proven to be a daunting challenge for investigators, as the very nature of fire erases the trail of evidence they rely on. Unlike other crimes, where fingerprints, footprints, or physical traces may remain, flames consume almost everything, leaving only fragments for forensic experts to examine. Each fire scene becomes a puzzle made of ashes, demanding painstaking work to extract even the smallest lead. Adding to the difficulty is the timing of the attacks. Striking at night gives the culprit cover, minimizing witnesses and delaying response times. By the time fire crews arrive and extinguish the flames, the damage is often complete, and any chance of catching the arsonist in the act is lost. Darkness not only shields the suspect but also hampers early detection, leaving surveillance cameras, if available, as one of the few tools capable of providing insight into suspicious movements before or after the fires. Investigators must sift through hours of footage, hoping for a glimpse of a figure, a vehicle, or anything that can help narrow the search. Complicating matters further is the unpredictability of the targets. Some blazes have destroyed homes, while others have consumed businesses, with no clear pattern to reveal motive or intent. This randomness forces investigators to keep multiple theories in play, from personal vendettas to financial gain to acts intended purely to spread chaos. The lack of a consistent profile stretches resources and slows progress, keeping the community in suspense. Each unanswered question deepens the urgency of the investigation, as the city waits for answers that remain frustratingly elusive. In the aftermath of destruction, the fires have left behind more than visible destruction. They have planted seeds of fear that grow with each passing night. Families who once slept peacefully now wake at the faintest sound, their minds racing with the possibility of danger. The unpredictability of the attacks has created a constant sense of unease, as no one knows where or when the next blaze will erupt. This uncertainty is perhaps the most painful wound, gnawing at residents' ability to feel secure in their own neighborhoods. The simple act of closing one's eyes at night has become a source of dread rather than comfort. Conversations are filled with speculation about motives, suspicions about strangers, and quiet questions about whether someone nearby could be responsible. Trust, once a given among neighbors, begins to fray as people look over their shoulders and second-guess the intentions of those they once greeted warmly. The culprit, by remaining silent and hidden, fuels this environment of suspicion, managing to divide the community without ever revealing their face. This climate of fear affects daily life in profound ways. Streets once filled with laughter and evening walks now fall silent earlier, as residents rush to lock doors and keep watch. Community events are canceled or postponed, leaving neighborhoods without the gatherings that once strengthened their sense of unity. Even local businesses feel the impact, as customers hesitate to venture out at night. The fires have not only stolen homes and livelihoods, but also disrupted the very rhythm of life, leaving people living in a state of heightened vigilance. In this way, the arsonist wields not just fire but psychological power over an entire city. The bravery and dedication of first responders have stood as a critical line of defense against the devastation caused by the midnight flames. They step into suffocating smoke, collapsing structures, and unpredictable explosions, risking everything to protect people they may never know personally. Each response demands quick decisions under extreme pressure, whether to prioritize rescuing trapped individuals, halting the spread of fire to nearby buildings, or preserving potential evidence for investigators. Their willingness to enter danger when others are fleeing embodies the very essence of courage. Beyond their immediate physical efforts, first responders carry the emotional weight of the tragedy as well. They witness the loss firsthand. Families displaced, businesses destroyed, cherished possessions turned to ash. The emotional toll of comforting victims while continuing to fight the flames is a burden often overlooked but deeply felt. Emergency medical personnel, standing alongside firefighters, tend to the injured, treat smoke inhalation, and provide critical care in chaotic conditions. Their presence ensures that even in the darkest moments, life is preserved whenever possible. These responders also play a vital role in restoring a sense of stability for shaken communities. Their rapid arrival at the scene, the sight of engines and uniforms, reassures residents that they are not alone in facing the crisis. Their efforts extend long after the flames are extinguished, with investigators from fire departments working tirelessly to trace the origins of the blazes. This combination of physical bravery, technical expertise, and emotional resilience underscores how indispensable first responders are in times of crisis. Their actions are not only about fighting fire, they are about preserving hope and giving communities the strength to face another day even as fear and destruction threaten to overwhelm. The community has shown remarkable strength in uniting against the crisis. Neighbors who may have once been strangers now find themselves bound by a shared determination to protect one another and support those who have lost the most. Acts of kindness emerge in countless ways, offering shelter to displaced families, donating clothing and food, or simply standing side by side in solidarity at vigils and community gatherings. These gestures, while small in isolation, create a collective force of resilience that pushes back against the shadow of fear left by the fires. Community leaders and local organizations have also stepped forward, coordinating efforts to provide resources and rebuild what has been lost. Faith groups, nonprofits, and volunteers channel their energy into ensuring that victims are not left to shoulder their burdens alone. Relief funds are established, supply drives organized, and emotional support made available for those struggling with trauma. Such efforts remind everyone that while fire can destroy physical structures, it cannot erase the bonds that tie people together. In addition, the crisis has strengthened communication among residents, encouraging greater vigilance and cooperation. Neighborhood watch programs expand, social media groups buzz with updates, and hotlines are established to report suspicious activity. This collective awareness transforms fear into action, empowering citizens to take part in safeguarding their own streets. The arsonist may have sought to sow division, but instead, their actions have ignited a stronger spirit of unity. The resilience of the community becomes a powerful statement in itself, showing that even in the wake of destruction, hope endures. The fires may have tested the city's strength, but they have also revealed a determination that cannot be silenced. A shared resolve to rebuild and protect what matters most. Here are the ending words to complete your speech on Midnight Flames Test City's silent strength. In the end, these midnight flames were more than acts of destruction. They were trials of resilience, courage, and unity. They tested the very soul of the city, but they also revealed something far greater: the unbreakable strength of its people. While investigators continue their pursuit of the silent culprit, the community has already proven that fear will not prevail. The fires may have scarred our nights, but they cannot extinguish the light of solidarity, compassion, and determination. Out of the ashes rises a city stronger, more vigilant, and more united than ever before. The fires may have scarred our nights, but they cannot extinguish the light of solidarity, compassion, and determination. Out of the ashes rises a city stronger, more vigilant, and more united than ever before. Out of the ashes rises a city stronger, more vigilant, and more united than ever before.